Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? So happy to be with you today. We are going to make this adorable little box. I call it my Cadbury Creme Egg Box because that's what's in here. One of these Cadbury cream eggs, and I made it to fit that. But what's really fun is that this is just a cute little box. And I use the Fluffiest Friends Bundle. So let's get started. And I will teach you how to make a box for the Cadbury cream eggs. So I'm just gonna move our little guy to the side. He's so cute, isn't he? All right. And of course, you know what comes next. Our scoreboard, okay? So this box, the lid slides down over the base. So we're gonna score two pieces. We're gonna score the DSP top and the cardstock bottom. And the designer series paper that I am using for this project is Lighter Than Air. It's a really fantastic DSP. It's made to go with this balloon bundle from the mini catalog, but there's so many fantastic Easter patterns on the back sides and even the front sides of these papers. They're pretty awesome. So that's what we're using today is the polka dotted paper. So for the base, you're gonna need a 5.5 by 5.5 inch piece, and this is Flirty Flamingo. Now, when you're cutting your piece, you wanna go 1/16 less than 1/2 inch. So let me pull out my paper trimmer to show you what I mean. So here is 5.5 inches. I'm gonna point with, let's see what I can use, maybe a bone folder. So here's the 5.5 inch mark on my trimmer. Okay, so instead of cutting right at 5.5, this little tiny tick mark in front of that 1/2 inch mark, you want to cut your paper there. That way it'll give you the tiny bit of wiggle room you need for your lid so that your lid slides on and off easy and it's not tight. Because if your lid is the same exact size, it's going to have a hard time sliding up and over that base. So it's not quite 5.5. It's 1/16 less than 5.5. I just didn't want you to be like, what? When I gave you a measurement of 5 and 7/16, because 5 and 7/16 is one tick slower or shorter than the 1/2 inch mark. Okay, so that's what this is, and that will really help. So we're gonna score 2 inches on all 4 sides. Okay, so we're gonna go at 2 inches. Rotate 2 inches, rotate 2 inches, and rotate 2 inches. Okay, so 1/16 less than 1/2 inch, 5.5 inches. Okay, so then for our box top, we're not going to do 16ths. This one's going to be the right size, the 1/2 inch size that we need. So this is 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and we're going to score this at 1 inch in on all the sides. So we're going to go 1, 1, 1, and 1. All right. So remember, that little 16th is all you need to help your boxes, if they're perfectly square, fit in and out, okay? It doesn't work if they're not perfectly square, but for this box, that's what we're gonna do, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and burnish on all the lines. So I'm gonna grab my bone folder, and I'm going to burnish on all 4. I'm gonna do the same on my lid. And I like to burnish because then I keep my DSP, my cardstock, straight. When you burnish, it helps you to make sure that you have straight lines, that they're not wonky a little bit. If you don't burnish, you may get that result. All right, so we did all 4 sides of both pieces. So this one's just a little bigger, this one's a little smaller. And what we want to do is we want to cut and make our corner edges a little bit mitered. So we're always cut and get rid of the score mark. So we're going to cut on the right side of the score mark and then get rid of it. And on this one, we're going to cut on the left side and get rid of it. And then we're going to turn and do the same thing again on the right side and cut it away, and on the left side and cut it away. All right, same thing here, okay? So we're gonna cut the score line out. Opposite sides. All right. So I'll let you get a screenshot of both of them if you want one. All right, and we're gonna put our wet adhesive on our tabs and close them up. So when you do the base, these are kind of big. See, they're not gonna make, see that? So we have to trim those. So we're gonna bring our scissor in and we're gonna go about halfway across. And if it's not the same, it's okay. It's gonna be in the inside. No one's gonna see it, but we wanna trim those down. We only want the skinny ones to be long, and you'll see why in a minute when I finish cutting these. All right, so maybe take a screenshot now. That's really what you want. And then these work for sentiments or die cut hearts or whatever, so throw those in your scrap pack. Okay, so we're going to take these tabs and we're going to put glue on them. And now see how they fit behind that piece? They were too big before, and so you just have to trim them. So we're going to put glue on this side and bring it here. And just make sure that your score line is right along that straight edge. And I just hold it in place for a minute till it grabs. I'm going to do this side now. And I do one side of the box and then the other. So this is going to come in next. And it is going to go right up on the edge there. Like that. So there's that one. And then let's put adhesive on this tab. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on this one, even though I'm not going to glue it yet. But I'm going to get it out of the way, and I can do this one first. So this one's going to come first. And this one I'm going to move out of the way and make sure that I have it all the way down. And then I can move that one into place and make sure that it is right on the edge of that score and that it is glued. So there's our box that our little egg fits into. See how awesome that is? And you can actually put some fill if you want in the bottom, and I'm going to. I'm gonna nestle it on some grass. You don't need a lot. Just throw some so that when they open it, there's a surprise, right? And I love how this is like so springy and cute. So you want to put that there. All right, let's do our lid. So our lid we don't have to cut down. It's going to fit just fine. So we're going to put the glue on the polka dotted side of the tab and attach that side. And I like to make sure that the that the score line is right there up against there. And remember that 1/16 of an inch is all we need to make this just a tiny sliver bigger than the bottom of the box. So then when we glue this on, it's going to slide over the top without any problems. Let's attach this one right on that seam there. And I always get glue on my fingers, so I will have to erase glue off of the paper, but it's fine. I have my adhesive remover. It's just because I don't mind touching the glue, and see how it's on my fingertip there? And so I end up getting it on the box, but that's okay. We can erase it. All right, so I have a little glue right there. So there's our lid. Make sure that it's adhered. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and slide it over our bottom and press that into place like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and erase. And I don't think I have it in any other spots. I might have put too much grass in there. Let's see if we can get the grass to go around the egg. Let's see if we do that. Make it like a nest, put the egg in there, and bring it around instead of it being all in the bottom. There we go. Perfect. That way it doesn't stick up, right? We don't want it to stick up. And then when we put our lid on there. Perfect. So now we're going to tie our box closed, okay? And so I have chosen to use 18 inches of the Lemon Lolly color, and this is from the sheer ribbon combo pack, and it comes with 3 colors. You get Lemon Lolly, Azure Afternoon, and Bubble Bath. And so I'm just tying on the side of my box. You probably don't need 18 inches, but I really wanted to make sure that my bow was pretty and that I had plenty of room. So you could maybe get away with 16 inches or 17 inches, but I wanted a really pretty bow with long loops, long tails. And so that's why I went with 18. We get quite a bit of ribbon in that pack. So there's that, okay? I'm gonna show you the pack. So there's those 3 colors in it. I love it. I use it quite often. I like the little glitter that's in the bow, right? It's pretty. All right, I'm gonna trim those ends at the end. First, I wanna make sure that my little rabbit fits on here just fine. So the rabbit's gonna go here. The bow's gonna be on the right side. It could be on the left. If you want it on the left, you can put your rabbit on this side. It doesn't matter to me, however you wanna do it. So I have stamped my rabbit in Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I have stamped it on a piece of basic white cardstock. And we are gonna use some blends. So our rabbit is gonna be Pool Party. He's gonna have some fresh freesia and some Flirty Flamingo. So I'm gonna do the entire rabbit in light Pool Party, including over the paws and everything. You don't have to worry about it. Trust me, it will work out. Pool Party is very pale, and so it's okay. I'm not going to go over the cupcake, but the pads of the feet and stuff, we don't have to worry about those. We can color over the top of them with whatever color we're going to use next. All right, so I went ahead and did the whole bunny. And now I'm going to darken him up, okay? So I'm going to use some Pool Party around the dark Pool Party around where the artist's lines are. Okay. Around his face, down here on the sides of him. His hands. So cute. Maybe under his face. Like that. I'm gonna darken his little muzzle area, not where his nose is, because I'm gonna put some fresh freesia there. And then down here, let's do his legs, kind of where the artist shows him. So we just add a little bit of extra color. Now we're gonna take the light flirty flamingo, and I don't want the point, I want the bullet tip. And we're gonna go ahead and color. You can see how it shows it, no problem. Blends blend into the paper, and so no issues. We're gonna do his little nose, and I'm just dotting it basically with the bullet tip until I get my pink to show. And then I may need to put a little flirty there to combat. There we go. All right, I'm gonna do the pads of his paws. And these little dots right there on the bottom of his feet. So cute he is. I'm gonna do the top of the cupcake. And I'm gonna do the cherry and dark flirty flamingo. And then I'm gonna use fresh freesia, the light fresh freesia, for the wrapper, the cupcake wrapper. So there he is, all colored. Isn't he cute? And I used the dies to die cut him out. So Fluffiest Friends Bundle. Here he is. And here's the little die that cuts him out. All right, and we are going to add him. I'm going to trim my ribbon now. So I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors, and I don't want that long. Maybe there. I'm going to trim this one a little bit shorter also. All right. So we're going to add him with some dimensionals. So let's grab a few of those. A few like 100. I'm only kidding. But a few for me. This is a few in my world. And I'm not putting any sentiment. You could easily put Happy Easter on the back side, on the top. You could do a circle and stamp Happy Easter inside of that. I didn't want any sentiment on this one, so no sentiment. This is just a quick and easy box that you can make lots of them. 5.5 by 5.5 is very small. So you could easily get 2 out of 1 sheet of cardstock. Or put our bunny. Oh, I forgot. I don't want to put any dimensionals on the bottom, only on the top, because if not, I won't be able to open my box. I don't know what I was thinking. I just made this such a while ago, and I haven't recorded the video yet. And I just got like, wait a minute, I can't glue that down. So I'm only going to put them at the top because his head will be on this lid, and then that way he will slide off with the lid of the box. So let me show you. I'm going to slide this off, and we'll put it back on after. So see how he slides off with the lid. So you're only gonna put the adhesive on him at the top. And the cool thing about the ribbon is that you can slide it back on the box after you've removed your Cadbury egg. Oh, I put it wrong. Oh my goodness, guys. What are you going to do with me? I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. Just have to get it around the corners. There we go. Oh my gosh. All right. There we go. Now it's on the right side. And you can tighten it if you want to. My Lord. So there's our bow. And I think I put it upside down because I really kind of want the tail on the other side. So let me try one more time. Third time's a charm. Oh, Lord. But my point is that they don't have to untie your really pretty bow to get out their little guy. They just have to tighten your loop up a little. It's so pretty. I love this ribbon. I love the sparkle that it gives. I love that tiny little bit of shimmer, and I love the polka dot paper. I think it's perfect with this cute little guy, and I hope that you will enjoy making yourself a couple or 3 or 5 or 10 of these cute boxes. Fluffiest Friends, it's an online exclusive. You won't see it in any catalog, but it is in my online store. If you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, I would appreciate it if you purchase from me. Thanks for supporting me in that way, and I will talk with you later and see you in the next video tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!